Hey, everybody, look on the sea how it is calm. You see those little sailboats? See, they are taking their time. I think those sailboats move with the wind. And because the wind is not blowing, it's taking its time. Yeah. All right. So this it is now about 1:30 Jamaican time. And it's looking overcast, so maybe that's why the wind is this still. But as usual, I promised you this morning that I'm going to tell you another story. You know, man, miss, you have some beginner still on the tree. I can't catch the one on the lower limb, but you have some nice one up there. Nevertheless, you know, when Auntie Pauline tells stories, true story, but this one is not really about me. It doesn't feature me as such. It feature my sister. You know, I always say that, remind you that it's 7 of us, 7 siblings. So I have like, I'm the third one, not the third from my father, 5th from my mother, because my mother has 2 before she was married to my father. So, and each of us, except for my sister and I, everybody else is 2 years apart. My sister and I, we are 1 year apart. So, you know, raising 7 children, 7 babies, 2 years apart from each other and 1 year apart. We are all babies, right? And I don't know about you, I have 5. And they were close, just the same. One of them is 1 year apart. They're close. And I know it's not an easy thing to raise so many children, especially being a single parent, you know. But my mother, she has my father as her backbone to help with us. So that was, I thought, different, you know, from my growing up with my children. Nevertheless, my parents, they earn their livelihood through farming and working on a plantation in the meantime. Banana plantation, yes. So that's where they box the banana, clean up the banana, and they box them and they export the bananas, send them abroad. So back in those days, it was known as Mr. Delissa. That the person in charge of it was Delissa. And you have another bookkeeper named Whittingham, Butcher Whittingham, right? I was small, you know, but I remember those persons. So they were the ones in charge of the plantation. And my parents, whenever it's boxing time, a lot of women get work for the week. And sometimes they took turns. And they go for work, they said, you did work last week, so give somebody else a chance, you know. And sometimes the banana is plenty, so everybody get work. So that's how most of the women, the housewives, they work back then in those days. So on this particular day I'm telling you about, my father and my mother, they were on the plantation. They were working on the plantation. So we were at home. I guess it was holidays because all the children were at home. We have a river nearby. That's where we always go to bathe and wash and swim. Everybody except me learn to swim because I'm always coward. Give a lot of trouble, but coward bad, you know. So me no want my head go down in the water. So that particular day, we were at home, my sister and I, the one that 1 year older than me. We were at home and she now was playing dolly house. You know, when you're picking up play dolly house and you get this little milk can and you put your dirt and your water and you make your we never used to light this natural fire, but we put the wood and whatever and say it's fire, and we put it on it and say we cook the dolly pot and we get the clay dirt and we roll it up and stick up some here and it says dolly baby and all these things. So we're there playing. My father, I told you, he was also a carpenter. So when he don't get any trade work, he go to the plantation and stuff like those. So he had his workshop, not our workshop so to speak, not covered. He just make a little thing with posts and stuff like those where he would plane his board and his wood. It's because the cellar, under the cellar, it was high, so he worked under the cellar. But outside of the cellar, that's where he plane his board, let them smooth, and so you find that you have a lot of shaving out there under that. There was a chicken, a fowl, or say a mother hen with lots of chicken. So they tie the hen on the post in order for it not to stray away with the chickens, so that mongoose and hawk and stuff like those come down and eat the chickens. So they tie the hen there to feed while the chickens, a lot of young ones were around her. Anyways, my sister was there playing dolly house. So till she decided to light the fire to cook the dolly, the pot. She decided, my bigger sister and brother, they were at the river. So my sister, I can't call her name, she won't upset with me, Violet. She decided to light the fire to cook her dolly pot. And me say, when she light the fire, all unconcerned, none of us didn't know that with all those shavings around us, once a fire is lit, the shavings gonna lit up. And you can imagine in your mind what took place that day. Fire. Up to the chicken in the fowl and burn up. And it was a board house we live in, so you can imagine the fire blaze they go towards the house. And me say, me run go down the river, me dash down the river, me call my sister and say fire. And then I don't know how words get up by the plantation so quickly, but the butcher man, the bookkeeper man, he has a big tank in his jeep with hose on it. That's what he used to drive in the banana plantation and spray water the bananas and stuff like those. So he did have that already on his, and it's the fastest as the people leave the plantation and come down with the man. Some they pan foot, then walk through the bush, some walk through the shortcut, some, and everybody. It was the scene at my house, and the man get the hose and he pull the hose tall enough to reach up at the house, and he start to get to work with fire. So we take up bucket with water river and the hose until they get the fire cooled down. Luckily it didn't burn up the house, but my father's workshop burn up. The workstation burn up. The fowl them burn up, and I don't know if the fowl did die completely, but I don't remember that part. But I know it get burned, and the shaving, everything burned. Now, after the storm, what they say, there must be a calm. There comes the calm now, and everybody was thanking God that it didn't worse. Here comes one lady, kind-hearted lady, say, "Alright, Master Harold," my father named Harold. "Alright, Master Harold, give her a chance this time. I just warn her. Kindly lady, warn her." And here this Jezebel woman, she's always making problem in our life. Lick him, Masara, lick him! Lick him! He not fit it again, lick him! The lady said, no man, he can't give her a chance this time. Next time if she do it now, he get Masara, me say fi lick him! My father look like he have no head pan for him body, you know. Screw and over in love lick. And when he grab my sister, you see, and my sister get her beaten that day. My sister get her beaten that day because of that woman. You know? But I tell you this story so you can relate to your children that it is dangerous to play with fire. Right? It is dangerous to play with fire. And parents, if current gone, I know I feel like the candle, make sure you not put in one glass something. Glass dish or glass plate or glass holder. Because if you go light the candle and go up on the bed, go sleep. Marco, you don't know what time you go and sleep. When you're not sleeping, you're dead, you're dead, no. You're unconscious. When you sleep, you're unconscious, you don't know what is taking place. Right? So don't leave the candle lighting. Moreover, houghty. When you don't need no light, you go sleep. I understand that the children are there, but it better to be safe than to be sorry. But if you can't out and if they can't sleep in the dark, put it in a glass. When the current gone, I know I feel like it can end up in houses. Right? Even twins are two sisters, two brothers, you know, burn up. It pains my heart, man. So this is a warning. This is not even a joke. Trust me. This is not even a joke. You might laugh at the way my sister get the lick, you know, but it is not even a joke. A serious business. This is serious business. It is serious. We have to be careful. And with this holiday, school they're opening back soon anyways, but we not hear so far of any incident that took place. But let me tell you something. Warn the children. Warn them. We can't take any children to work. Send them to daycare, after care, or wherever. My mother, they didn't have nowhere to live about yard. And we went to know to behave ourselves. You understand? Then could have stayed work and here so the house but not clean if we never quick enough. If we never sensible and run to go call my bigger sister went down the river. So words go out and everybody up at your manal up at the vaccine station here, and with the swiftness of those workers, thank God for them. Most of them die now, and most of them getting, you know, can't help themselves. Almost everybody I know work at that vaccine plant. My mother is still alive, and another lady. I don't know who else. Or three other lady, but I mean most of them die out now. May their soul rest in peace. But because of their swiftness, our house was safe, our life was spared, and we didn't have to start over. So I'm imploring you people, take care of what you have and help and teach your children not to play with fire or dangerous weapons, you know, because it can kill, it can destroy lives. All right. So Auntie Pauline here saying, if you can't be good, be careful. And I wish I could get those guinea up there. If you can't be good, be careful. Right? See them there? And remember to like, share, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and please leave a comment in the comment section. Hey, look at Harmony Park. That's some fun thing there for the kids. I'm on the top of the hill looking down in Harmony's Park. Oh yes.